Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your shot to the New York Times. New York Times we go. Facebook is now going to rank their news sources by quality to battle misinformation. That's right. It says it plans to start ranking news sources in its feed based on user evaluations of credibility, a major step in its effort to fight false and sensationalist information that will also push the company further into a role it has long sought to avoid. Content referee. The social media giant will begin testing the effort next week by prioritizing news reports in its news feed from publications that users have rated in Facebook surveys as trustworthy. Stop there. You have NBC, CBS, ABC, you've got print media all out there that spread lies like you wouldn't believe. Now, I know that there is unbelievable distrust in the mainstream media. However, do you honestly think that if you and I and the rest of us out there decided to take part in their fake-ass surveys, that it's going to change the way that they view mainstream media? I guarantee you they'll come up as distrustworthy. Does that mean that NBC News and ABC and all these other outlets, these mainstream outlets, are going to end up being pushed down in the news feed because people don't trust them? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I mean, it says the most broadly trusted publications, those trusted and recognized by a large cross-section of Facebook users, would get a boost in the news feed, while those that users rate low on trust would be penalized. The change only applies to U.S. users, though Facebook plans to roll it out later internationally. Now, this confirms a report last week by the Wall Street Journal after Facebook outlined another major newsfeed overhaul that it would diminish presence of news in favor of what it called meaningful interactions on the platform. This shift, of course, would result in news accounting for about 4% of the posts that appear in users' feeds worldwide, down from the current 5%. That's a big change. The plan introduced, it's basically an introduction of what he says is a trustworthiness score. So I guess the thing would be, folks out there watching this today, and whenever you do watch this too, if you do go on Facebook, if you do get a chance to partake in one of these surveys that I have not seen yet, let's just conduct a test. Let's vote down the ones that we truly feel that we don't trust, and let's vote up the ones that we do feel we trust. And let's see if it makes any bit of difference, because I'm just guessing that it's not going to make any difference whatsoever when it comes to what you're seeing in your newsfeed. But, hey, I could be wrong. Mr. Zuckerberg said the change, which will be tested leading up to the 2018 U.S. midterm elections, is necessary to address the role of social media in amplifying sensationalism, misinformation, and polarization. But, I mean, isn't that the whole purpose of news these days? Isn't that what it's all about? I mean, that seems to me what the Mockingbird mainstream media is all about. It's all they do. Look at CNN. You telling me that they're not all about divide and conquer? Look at Fox News. You telling me they're not all about divide and conquer? It's really unbelievable. And even some independent media outlets have chosen to go down the road of divide and conquer, which is really sad when it comes to things, because we're not supposed to take sides when you embark down the road of investigating and trying to find the truth. You're supposed to follow the truth because the truth is a story. It doesn't matter what your personal feelings or ideologies are. However, even in mainstream media, we're starting to see, in independent media, we're starting to see some of the larger sites almost go all in on feeding into this divide and conquer, whether it be anti-Muslim rhetoric, whether it be anti-left, anti-right, anti-this, anti-that, pro-this, pro-that. Media outlets should not be pro-anything. They shouldn't be anti-anything. If anything, they should be pro is the truth. And if we could just keep to that and truly be the fifth estate, I mean, actually, I can't imagine how things could get any worse when it comes to mainstream media now that I'm thinking about it, and independent media, because it's all been about the money. Really, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Take a look at mainstream media. The majority of the ads that you see in mainstream media are what? Pharmaceuticals. Things that you can't even go to the store to purchase. It just goes to show you, it's basically their controllers are showing you that they're in control by showing these commercials that there are absolutely no benefit to you. None. You have independent media outlets that are going down the same road, selling snake oil, supplements, and everything else to fund a vast operation. And I get it. It's expensive, and you've got to do what you got to do to make ends meet. But isn't that the same thing that Big Pharma's doing to mainstream media? I mean, it just seems to me to be the same thing. Okay, we get it. Big Pharma sucks. We want to go natural, holistic cures and everything else. But at the end of the day, aren't you really doing the exact same thing that the mainstream media is doing? Aren't you doing and saying whatever it takes to be able to sell the snake oil that you're putting on there? I get it. I'm not vilifying it. I'm not pro or con. But I am saying that it certainly does change your behavior once money becomes the focus. Once it becomes the focus, it changes the behavior. So really, I don't foresee this Facebook change to make any difference. They're still going to go. They're still going to censor. They're still going to vilify those that are seeking the truth and that put information out that runs counter to the narratives or to the worldviews of those in power. I mean, really, at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. So, to me, this is like a fluff filler piece the Wall Street Journal put out. People might get pissed off. I don't know why you should. Nothing's going to change. And apathy still abounds in the United States. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. # Wake the Flock Up. Have a great day.